Sailor Zara something. Zara Gokor. Oh my god, I cannot say this. Hey there, Julia here. Welcome to another video, and today we are doing a new currently inked, and we're going to talk a little bit about last month, talk about some mixed inks, show you the pens that I'm migrating over, talk about some new pens that I've inked up. Yeah, this should be quick, good fun, and while we're at it, I do have some newness going on that you will maybe see in videos. I just got a new tattoo on this side, and then on this side, I have this gorgeous bracelet, and I am usually a gold girl, but I am going silver for the wedding. And I didn't have any silver jewelry, so I actually got this from Ana Luisa, and Ana Luisa, I love them, and they have actually sponsored this video. I've been shopping and gifting Ana Luisa jewelry for the last couple of years. In fact, most of the jewelry you'll see on the channel ever is Ana Luisa. Their jewelry is long-lasting, sustainable, and my favorite part, affordable, with prices starting at just $39 US. I also say join their email list too to keep up with some of their sales. Also, fun fact about me, I am incredibly terrible at taking care of my jewelry. I have to admit, I leave pieces in the bathroom. I even shower with them sometimes. I sleep with my jewelry on sometimes. And the Ana Luisa pieces that I've had for years at this point are still very beautiful and very wearable. And for me, that's really important, investing in pieces that can last a lifetime without a ton of maintenance. That's also why I love my fountain pens, of course. I love that there's a mix of really bold styles, delicate pieces, and they layer up really well without too much thought, which is always nice. They offer free and fast US shipping as well as affordable worldwide shipping. And yeah, if you want to own or gift your own Ana Luisa jewelry, check out their website using the link below and save 20% off when you use my code JuliaRoyal20 at checkout. So let's be jewelry pals and match up. So thanks again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. So let's go ahead and look at last month. You'll see, if you watched the video last month, you will see some differences for sure. One is that I gifted a pen. One of the pens that I inked up last month, the Faber-Castell grip, I gifted to my friend Marcia, and she's loving it. So I taped that out. And then another fun thing I got into last month was mixing inks. And so I just took some Ferris wheel press inks and mixed them together. And I have a few new samples added here in the ink journal. But yeah, last month I did have some favorites. There's some things that aren't even inked anymore because I used it all down. So that was actually pretty surprising how many pens ran out of ink. And so for sure, like this Lamy Safari, I've already cleaned. Yep, I'm just going through. This is actually one of the mixes here. But yeah, I am going to mark a favorite because this pair here was like amazing, and it was the first thing to go, and I found myself wanting to write more just because of this pen ink combination here. So definitely go back to watch last month's if you missed it to get all the details here. Okay, flipping over to a new currently inked spread in my Kinbor ink journal. I am going to start with the pens that I'm migrating over. So the first one wasn't even mentioned in the last video because Cam was actually using it. I was sneakingly getting him into fountain pens. But this is the Kaweco Sport, and this is in the iridescent color. And this is actually my first fountain pen. It came in a Paper Craft Studio. I will put it on the screen if I get it wrong, but Paper and Craft Pantry, maybe. It was in one of their pen boxes. They no longer do the Pen Club subscription box, but I really like it. And last month it was living on Cam's desk, and I got Cam a Lamy Studio for his birthday, so I am taking this on right now. It just has a black cartridge in it, but I thought it'd be good as just, you know, a black pen to have around, but also as maybe my main bedside pen for my reflections journal at night. So this one is a little bit more comfortable if it's posted. I have larger hands, and so this is way too small to do that, but posted is fine. Okay, the only other migrated pen is the TWSBI Eco, and this one last month had glistening glass in it, but I've already switched out that ink to this Ferris Wheel Press Poison Envy ink. I love this ink. It's like a dark purple, but with like a yellow sheen, and it looks green, and yeah, it's a villain ink, I am saying, but I had to ink this up with the broad nib just so you could see all the different ink properties. I did not write I'm not going to write the ink color for this one just because it's, you know, a black cartridge, I guess, but we will write it for this one. That is that. Okay, let's move over to the new pens, and we're just gonna stay on this TWSBI kick. And this is, I did not write the names of any of these pens or inks down, so we're going in this pretty blind. This is the TWSBI Diamine 580 Rose Gold Smoke something color, smoke rose gold. And what this nib is an extra fine, which I think TWSBI's nibs run super big, so this extra fine to me feels like more of a fine. And in here I have a Sailor, let me see. Okay, so in here I have a Sailor ink, and I am gonna butcher how you say it, but I will put it on the screen. And it is a very strange ink where it's like a blue-black, but also has some sheen, but it's very subtle. I don't know if it'll even show up in a nib this fine, but I thought it matched the pen really well. Yeah, it dries down to this like gray-blue color. I don't know, it's just really nice and neutral, but also has some sort of funness to it, I guess. Okay, the next pen that we're picking up is the Leonardo Momento Zero in the plum color, and I was supposed to ink this last month, but I got sidetracked by the Esterbrook Esty, so yeah. I totally forgot to say that the idea is to just ink up 3 new pens every month and migrate a few if I feel the need. So I didn't want to ink this one up last month just because I would have exceeded my 3 newly inked pen limit, and that's fine. I've been like rotating through them and sort of making myself use different pens so I can form preferences and not just buy a bunch of pens that I think I like and then use them once and then that's it. So that is the idea there. And the ink in this one is Diamine Writer's Blood, which is a super dark burgundy color, sort of like the plum dark color on the pen here. I wish I would have left a little more space in between these. I'm gonna leave some more space so this spread together is gonna look wonky, but hey, I already said previously, I'm just trying to figure this thing out. Okay, and then, so the next pen is going to be the Pilot E95S, and this is my newest fountain pen and probably my last for a while. But this is my first and only gold nib, and I love this. I showed it on my August plan and chat, but yeah, super excited about this. Super excited about the inlaid nib. This is a fine, and it's in the burgundy and ivory color, but it's so pretty. And in here, I have Diamine Sepia. So I was going back and forth on whether or not I wanted like this burgundy color in here or some sort of deep brown to match this. But then I was like, I want something a little lighter. Doesn't say matchy matchy, but it is kind of matchy matchy. What is this thing? Yeah. Love it. Wow, this looks very fall. Not intentionally, but whatever. This is gonna be a fun time. Fun time. Oh, I actually forgot one. Where is it? It's in my purse. It's in my purse. Okay, I forgot this one just because I guess it was in use. I grabbed it out of my purse, but this one is the Pilot Kakuno, and I'm just gonna migrate this one over. It stays pretty much in my purse and with my to-go planner, and so it doesn't get as much play as it would otherwise, but it's still a super fabulous pen, and I love it. And super great nib, and it's just the black cartridge in here. It writes so smooth, it's crazy. And it's super reliable, like you know it's gonna write. It's not the prettiest looking thing or the most sturdy looking pen ever, but it is a workhorse in my opinion. So okay, and so this is the look at the lineup, the squad for August. Thanks again to the wonderful Ana Luisa. Check them out using my link in the description below, and I will see you guys next time.